farmland around here, and then there's this. This is a good caravan. Damas has it. Our camp up at night, we're getting a fire started at night. Despite the fact that there's a... Yeah, see, now just keep hitting that hard, dude. Give it oxygen, man. That thing's hungry. How's it going, guys? John 14.6 Bushcraft here. Me, Hector, and my brother Isaiah here. We're in town right now, here in Lewiston, Idaho. We're gonna hike 5.3 miles to the outskirts of town. There's some farmland. It's pretty remote. I mean, it's the outskirts of town, so it's not remote, but it's pretty remote for around here. I've been there before. We're gonna go check it out. 5.3 mile hike. So here we go. We'll keep you informed on the way. We've walked about, I don't know, what do you think, Isaiah, like 2 miles?
Yeah, 2 miles.
We've walked about 2 miles. We're about halfway, almost. Another quarter mile, we'll probably be about halfway. As you can see, there's the valley. We just got done walking up that big road right there. And yes, we're walking. This is actually really good endurance training. We're walking uphill. It's the whole way up here to this little farm area is all uphill. So there's the halfway mark. When we get to where we can see this canyon, we'll catch it on video. Okay, so here we go. What do you think we're at, 3 miles?
Yeah, about 3.
Okay, we're at 3 miles and it's all uphill. You guys check out my loadout video and you'll see that I got this bedroll. I got it hoisted around me, kind of just like a purse type thing, but it's not. I got my bag with my wool flannel over it, and you guys have seen that. Some of you anyways. If you haven't, go check out my bushwhacking loadout video. My brother here, he's got a similar bedroll. We both have the same type of mindset, you know, it's the best way to do this. He too has an Everly stock pack. He has a hatchet on the outside of his. I actually don't have my hatchet right now. I had to put it in pawn for a new knife that I'm going to show you guys here in a little bit. But we're ready to do this. 3 miles. My socks were my right sock was kind of wet when we started doing this. I should have changed them, but my toes are starting to kind of hurt right now. My other shoes, they kind of get wet and it's been raining. So we're gonna do this, and we're gonna inform you guys again once we get close or hit the next mile marker. So once we hit the destination, yeah, we'll let you guys know. So here we go. We're down here. I'm gonna show you a little bit what we can see right now. Right now, you're not gonna be able to see much. We're just on the outskirts. We still got to go about, what do you think, quarter mile to, yeah, almost a half mile, not quite. But we're down here at the start of the canyon. I don't know if you can see.
I can't. Can they?
No.
Oh, okay.
All right. You can't see nothing, but we got about a half mile to walk, and we're gonna go down here. And the reason why we did this at night is because it is a little cooler, you know, and we got layers on, and we're gonna sweat. But this is also a good like stress test, kinda, to get out, and we're gonna have to set up camp in dark and process wood and get firewood ready. We're not gonna have fire most of the night, just to start to, you know, get a little morale boost, and we got some coals for the morning possibly. So we're gonna start hiking through here, and once we get close to where all the good stuff starts, we're gonna start filming again. So, all right, so we just went through a very treacherous area. It's been raining, and we had to really do some hardcore bushwhacking. It was really muddy. Trying to film the best I can. It's really hard to see right now, but you can't really see on camera with these lights that good, but we can see quite a distance, you know. See, like, you can't really see everything that I'm seeing, but
our eyes are way more complex than that camera.
Yeah. He has a good point there. Our eyes are very much more complex than a camera. So we got a quarter mile to go, and we're gonna show you where we're gonna set up camp and catch up. All right, so
we're gonna
he's got his
Husqvarna
hatchet, and we found a little spot. It's the best we could find. You can't see much. We're gonna, first things first, we're gonna get a fire started, so maybe we can do a little bit better filming. It's really hard to see with these lights that we have. So he's gonna get some wood. That hatchet he has is a more inexpensive option than a Wetterlings or a Gransfors Brooks. Great alternative. It is hand forged in Sweden. quality stuff, and it's more stout than the Granfers Brooks Wildlife hatchet, so it's gonna do some damage, and it's gonna be a better splitter. So we're gonna find some high and dry stuff. So let's follow him around and let's see what he can find. There's some stuff over here, huh?
Yeah.
Sorry guys for the bad filming. We're doing the best we can.
I need a hatchet for this.
Yeah, let's break some stuff off. I guess we're gonna get some wood, and then we'll come back with you when we're prepping and getting the fire ready. We decided to film this right here. We found it's actually a dead branch, but this is all dry, so just taking this guy off. Everything's wet right now, so this is a real test for us. We arrived at night. We're setting our camp up at night. We're getting a fire started at night. Despite the fact that there's construction going on, this is just a good test for if we really had to put this type of skills to use. And as you can see, that hatchet is really biting in there. It's taking chunks off. I got chunks laying on me right now. So.
Oh. You gonna go over here?
Oh yeah, sorry. You're good. I'm out of the way. And this is gonna be a good amount of wood right here. I mean, just this little guy. Nice. All right, set it right. There you go. All right, so we're gonna go find some more. We're prepping what we have right now. The mossy outside is kind of wet, but we're getting the high and dry stuff that we found in some trees. Right now he's splitting this into thirds, and then he's gonna split them, make some kindling. Here in a second, I'm gonna show you guys my new knife while making some feather sticks. I'm already splitting the stuff. This stuff's it's some soft-ish wood, so it's gonna be a little difficult to.
This is weird, dude.
Yeah,
it angles itself.
Yeah. Just take your time. Yep. There you go. Perfect. I'll probably split that again into fourths, just so we're gonna have a variety, you know. Nice.
That works.
And like I said, that this Husqvarna hatchet is more stout than a Wetterlings, or I don't know about Wetterlings, I've never had one, but my Granfers Brooks small hatchet, it weighs I wouldn't say double, but it does weigh a lot more than my Wildlife hatchet, and it's actually an advantage when it comes to this wood prep. As you can see, he's got a little pile going right there. He's splitting it nice. And then we got that big guy to work on, which I don't know what we're gonna do about that. What do you think, dude?
I don't know.
Probably split it down the middle in one half and just kind of throw it on the fire.
Yeah, once it gets burning or something.
Yeah. I'm gonna use one of those for a feather stick too, okay? I guess I'm gonna have to make a little bundle of feather sticks. That'll be alright, I think. It's up to you.
We're good.
Okay. Alright, so we're gonna go find some more wood, and we'll start filming when I get these fire sticks. And okay, so here's that knife. I had to put my my hatchet in pawn to help me get this, but some of you probably recognize it. This is some people call it the Falkniven. I'm pretty sure it's called the Fallkniven. It's the Fallkniven F1. This is a Swedish pilot survival knife. You know, when it comes down to the perfect survival knife, it's all about preference, but this meets all the criteria for a great survival knife, but it meets my preference, you know, with that convex edge, VG10 laminated steel. It is full tang. It's got a nice thermal run handle. This thing's great. I'll do a review on it some other time, but we're gonna get some feather sticks made to help us with this fire. So let's see how well we can do that. Let me get some dry spot ready.
Tank's looking good.
It's doing it pretty good. This wood is kind of angly, so it's taking a little bit to really get that nice, perfect. Now, usually what I would do is chop that off, but I don't want to compromise not having a feather stick, so I'm just going to leave that like that. There's one of them. See what else we got. We'll use this guy. Take off that inner softwood. And we didn't bring any. We're gonna stay out here. It depends. We're not quite sure yet. We're either gonna stay here tonight.
I'm thinking to stay tomorrow night also.
Okay, yeah. Well, Isaiah just said it. We're gonna stay tomorrow night also. We didn't bring any food. We ate before we came, but we're gonna rely totally on our knowledge of wild edibles to survive out here. There's a ton of rabbits out here, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
We're not gonna kill them just because, you know, they're cute and we don't
really have anything to kill them with.
Yeah, we could set up traps, but
yeah, but
we don't really need to. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't really need to eat them. Okay, I'm gonna make one more probably, but I'm gonna do that off camera. We're gonna make one more and we're gonna get this fire prepped, and we'll show you guys when we get the fire started. We're gonna use a ferro rod. Tomorrow we might bow drill, but today we're gonna do it quick and use a ferro rod. So we'll show you guys when we do that. Here we go.
Okay.
We're going through a lot of char cloth, but we're not gonna resort to using tissue paper. We're gonna do this. And remember, if you keep longer breaths on it, it gets it hotter. So if you can make your breaths last longer, it doesn't get a chance to cool off.
Dude, I lost it.
Is it out?
Man, we are going through it, dude.
No way. Okay, as you can see, screw that. We're trying to get our stuff set up, so
we need some light ASAP.
yeah.
That thing's gonna burn up quick though. It's toilet paper, you know.
Okay, hold on.
Dude, the thing's not even burning. What's up with that?
It's not.
What are you doing?
I have to get a piece of tar cloth.
I thought you were pulling out a lighter. I was like, no, dude.
Whoa.
Huh.
Okay, actually, first I'm gonna see what I can do with this. But before that char goes out, if it's about to die, I'm throwing that paper on there. So, whoa.
You have more experience, so you can probably get it. Ooh, dude, you're getting that. You're getting it. Oh, you're getting it. Come on. Oh, dude, come on.
Longer the breaths, the easier. I'm throwing that paper on there because I'm not trying to risk nothing.
Risking it. Yeah. Come on, burn up little wood. Little, whatever you call it.
Little woods.
Oh, it's getting there.
And Isaiah, you have the right technique. You just you need to get your breaths a little more prolonged, you know.
Yeah.
If you had that, you would have had it. Here's your fire steel. So we got that set up. We're gonna start setting up our hammocks here soon.
Dude, you probably want to blow on it. Oh, come on. Come on, fire. Come on, dude. Oh, yeah. That's what I like to see right there. But I don't like to see that when it starts going up.
Okay, we got some wood on fire. We're good.
Alright.
Okay. All right.
Hammock.
So, you guys have seen my bedroll. This is Isaiah's bedroll. They're very similar. We both have the same hammock, the same blanket, and we have the same one of these space blankets. So a lot of our gear is very similar. We do have a lot of differences, but a lot of our stuff is similar. So we're gonna get started on our hammocks. Okay, check it out. This is what we got set up. Show 'em, Isaiah. This is probably the longest and ugliest hammock setup I've ever done in my life, and I think it's because it's night. We can't really see around to find a really good spot. I know this area. I grew up playing around in this little canyon, but just we had like no options. I mean, it was dark. We couldn't really see anything, but this is gonna get us through tonight. Tomorrow we're gonna go find a better set of trees, but this was just rough, and but it's gonna get us through tonight. As you can see, we got both of our hammocks right here. This one's mine, that one's his. We got this draped kind of over, and the way I have it draped, I'm afraid that it's gonna slightly collect water over on the other side, which it might, but it's supposed to rain tomorrow around 8, but we're gonna be up early and we're gonna get moving around. So we got that taken care of, and we had to throw this extra little tarp on over here because it wasn't quite covering the hammocks. Usually I use this tarp for one hammock, and I string it up diagonally so it covers a whole tarp, or a whole hammock. But I was using it to cover both of us up, so we had to use that to cover up the rest of us just in case it rained. I don't want water getting in our hammock. But that's what we got for now, and we filled up our Sawyer things. Is 32 ounces of water. We filled up our flasks. There's a little creek over there. You can probably hear it, but so thirsty. Reminds me of Lazarus of the rich man.
Yeah.
What happened? What Jesus said?
Okay, well, I gotta think. It was a parable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a parable that Christ told. It was there was a rich man and there was Lazarus. And the rich man pretty much ate in abundance. And Lazarus had the crumbs from under his table. And once they both died, Lazarus went to heaven. The rich man was
in hell.
Burning in hell, yeah, and he was begging Abraham or whoever who was with Lazarus. He was begging them to let Lazarus dip his finger in water and put it on his man's tongue.
Wow.
Yeah,
so
wild.
Lazarus, who was in heaven, was begging what? The rich man?
Yeah, there's no name.
Was begging the rich man, there's no name, Jesus just calls him the rich man, to dip somebody else's finger in water and stick it on his tongue because he was so hot and drenched in hell.
He pretty much took for granted.
Yeah.
He wanted him.
Yeah. Cool story, good stuff. We're gonna do a lot of Bible reading tomorrow. We got our little fire going too right now. We're gonna go collect some wood and
get it ready for tomorrow or something.
But we're gonna collect some firewood, get comfy,
and then go to sleep.
Say our prayers and go to sleep. Cause
yeah, of course that.
So we're gonna catch up with you guys in the morning. Sorry for the bad filming right now. The lighting obviously sucks. It's nighttime, so we'll get back with you in the morning and let you know how we slept.
So it's about 6:45 right now. It was pretty cold last night. What we did is we took it off. See, we have those Mylar blankets. What we do is we throw those over our hammocks, and we totally like cocoon ourselves in the hammocks and kind of wrap that up. It was warm for the first hour or so, and we just started getting cold. It's supposed to rain here in an hour, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go find a totally better spot as quick as possible. We're gonna warm our feet up, go find a better spot, string our hammocks up, and string our tarp up to help with the rain. Fire went out, but that's okay. We don't care about none of that. That thing's really awesome, you know. It's just, we should be lower to the ground to where that thing can totally drape over us and be on the ground and keep wind from getting underneath us, but we're gonna go do this. So here we go. Here's how we were set up last night. Luckily it didn't really rain, it sprinkled a little bit. But I got everything inside my hammock. I'm probably just gonna clip my hammock off and carry that itself. Isaiah's gonna try getting a fire started. I'm gonna do the quick recon and check out if I can find a better spot to set up today, just so we can re-up in case it rains.
So we figured out what we're gonna do. We're not gonna string our hammocks up again. There's actually, down that way probably less than a quarter mile, there's a really cool cave that me and my wife have stayed under. Isaiah's been there too, he knows where it's at. I stopped staying under it because it looked a little dangerous, but I don't think anything's gonna be falling anytime soon. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw everything in our hammocks, or just pack up all the way, huh?
Yeah, we might as well.
Yeah, we're probably just gonna pack up all the way since we're just gonna use our blankets over there probably. We're gonna get a fire started. Ooh, that Mylar blanket's gonna be keeping us toasty. We're gonna get some food ready. And it's convenient being over there because there's a ton of cattails and there's a ton of steeny nettle, and I'm sure we can find more wild edibles, so we're gonna get ourselves some breakfast.
Alrighty, so we were down there last night. The creek runs all along that little canyon. That's the nearest sign of civilization there, and plus there's an airport way up there. You can see way out there a tower, and it's just all farmland around here. And then there's some birds' nests. So it's pretty nice out here. We used to come play out here as kids, so we pretty much know the whole area. That's a morgue up there, I think, way up there. That's close to a mile away. Looks like people ride dirt bikes out here. Huh? Let's go to the cave. We're gonna go to the cave right now. Forgot to mention that. We packed up. We were gonna find a different spot, but we're going straight to the cave. It's already a shelter. We could set up a fire, cook some breakfast, and stay warm and dry because it's gonna rain. And we are carrying coals from our fire, so it'll be easier to get another one started. There's a lot of thistle around here too, if we wanted to eat that. And I'm pretty sure I've seen some fuzzy mullein for wiping our butts, but we got tissue paper for that. Zay, can you, no you can't, never mind. So, that's not the cave. The cave's up a little bit past these trees. What? Alright. Alright, so cave's right there where those trees are at. It looks like there's nothing there, but there's a really cool cave under there. One day I was bow hunting down here and for rabbits, and there was a pheasant down there. It just took off, scared the crap out of me. Oh, and by the way, this place is rabbit infested. That whole hillside, ton of rabbit holes. You can't really see them on the camera, but they're everywhere. I'm going right down in there. Anything?
Did you do that?
What?
I just want to make sure nobody's living down there.
I think that was me, yeah.
Okay. Oh. I burned you, dude.
Oh, okay. Did you burn me?
No.
Okay. So here we are. Careful. Last time I was down here was last year. That right there, those are actually my blankets. There's my little fire pit. A lot of trash down here. Like, people come down here, and I cleaned it up last year a little bit too because there was so much trash. But like I said, we're not straight out in the sticks right now. We're on the outskirts of town in between some farmland. So
we're gonna head to out in the woods here, when, in a month and a half probably?
A little more than a month. Yeah.
A little more than a month. We're going to the Palouse River, northwestern Idaho. Beautiful out there. Well, we're gonna get a fire going and get some food. There's a ton of cattail down there. Cattail everywhere in that little marsh. And back a little bit further, there's some Stina nettle. So I'm gonna collect some of that and possibly find some more stuff to throw in a little soup or something. All right. We're gonna get some breakfast and get some tinder for a fire. You could live down here forever with all these cattails. Dang, look at this stuff. This stuff, you guys probably know, you break it, and it's like, that's like ultimate fire. Wow. That's that little work site over there. It's really loud. So we got this. This is gonna be Isaiah's for his fire. So that's Isaiah's. Hang on to that. Now, with the cattails, I want to find something young, but I don't seem to see anything young. The water is safe to drink, even though it's just on the outskirts of town. I did a pesticide test on it since it's in between a bunch of farmland, and there's no pesticides in it. So it's good to drink. We're gonna try to find some young cattails. There's thistle right here. I'm not sure if I'm in the mood for that though. If I had to, I would. You know what? Okay, we're not gonna travel far. We're pulling these things out. We'll go right over here. The older the roots are, the more stringy and kind of tough they are, but we're hungry, so I got some spices to put in it.
You got it?
You look at that.
Nice.
That's all edible. As you can see, this one's really really old and stringy. So we're gonna cut like the bottom of it, the newest stuff off, and we're gonna eat that. And we're gonna let it steep in some boiling hot water for a while. There's one. Yeah, I'll just cut off the root.
Okay, okay. We can just get some and do it. Okay. After.
These guys look small, so it might be.
Oh. Did you rip it off?
Yeah, just rip it. One more and then some Stina nettles probably, huh?
Yeah, I'd get two more.
Two more?
Just cause. I'll get one more. So it's even.
Okay. You hear that?
Yeah.
Alright, that's a good one.
Nice.
Alright. So, my new knife. I'm just gonna cut off the fresh parts, you know, the young parts. That's not that bad right there. You can eat all of it, but I'm just not in the mood for really stringy cattail roots. This stuff is already all kind of young, so may need to get it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Hate cutting through dirt. Okay. We're gonna get a few more.
You know, make sure.
Yeah. Hold on. Isaiah's gonna pull some out. Looks kind of fun, huh? Yeah, I just ditched that one. See, and there's no, these are all like older cattails, you know. I don't see anything young. I don't see no green. So, these aren't the best cattails, but. Look at that booty. Just joking.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that one's gonzo. Get one of the ones right on the edge of the water. To where the soil's moist, you know, so. They don't have to have a cattail thing on it. You can just get any one of them. Some of them don't have the.
Wow.
See, I wish we had some young ones because you can eat right before the root starts. There's a really white, soft part, and that's nice and tender and fresh. Nothing. Nada.
It's too moist.
And I don't know why I said Steeny Nettles. They're way out of season right now. It's winter. It's like January. What is it? January 5th today?
No, it's February 5th.
February 5th, my bad.
Yeah.
And cattails are out of season, or Steeny Nettles. So we're gonna be having some fun with these cattails. May have to bust out some of them thistles. And we came to the conclusion we're probably not going to stay another night. We're going to stay until the night and then hike out at night. But, yeah. And we did plan on bringing some ramen. You have no idea how bad I wanted to bring some top ramen, but for the sake of this video, we decided not to.
Wow. Seems are all just like
Mm-hmm.
apart.
Oh, there's a root. I'm gonna cut mine up real fine. Real thin slices, kind of like potatoes. Or we're gonna collect some of these, we're gonna wash them off and get them cooking because I'm hungry. We're gonna go wash these off. We're hearing a coyote right now. There's a coyote out there, you know, making coyote noises. He's gonna rinse those off so he can get as much root as he can without cutting through a bunch of dirt. Yeah, it should be. Did you guys hear that? There's a coyote out there, right, almost by where we were at. It sounds like. When I lived in Utah, I heard coyotes all the time.
Get in here.
One night I heard them all fighting over food. It sounded like, oh, those look fresh, man.
Yeah. Get in here.
What?
I don't know. Close these.
He's just kind of sticking them in there. In a little creek, washing them off. Nice, huh? As you guys can see, how that looks kind of stringy. Doesn't look very appetizing, but we're gonna cook it up and we're gonna throw some top ramen packets in there to give it some flavor. But before that, we're gonna go up and just along the hillside see if we can find some plantain or some dandelion or whatever. Using that big bad BK6. Oh, more. Still pretty bad though. Right. You want to grab my roots too?
There's actually 3 right there.
Okay.
Here's a little tiny one.
Take this. Go set that stuff by camp, and meet me up on the hill if you want. I'm gonna just see if I can find any edibles. Okay. some extra things to throw in there. Let me see if we can't find nothing over here. So glad I don't have to use my flashlight right now. Kind of sucked last night using the flashlight all the time. Don't see anything. Keep seeing this stuff that looks like plantain. I don't know, man. Look at these cool leaves. They turn red. What's up, bro? I don't know how lucky we're gonna get on anything else, man. Alright. Let's do it then? Alright guys, we're gonna go just cook some cattail up. So, this is what we got going on. It's not a lot, but it's a breakfast and it's gonna feed us this morning. We got our flasks in there because that's definitely gonna be enough water to cook our cattail. You can eat them raw, but you know, it's that everybody knows that's not very good. So we just kind of got a little tiny bit of coals in there. We set our flasks on top of it. We threw some, I got this baggie with top ramen packets. I threw some chili flavor in mine. Isaiah used some beef. So I think it's not going to be that bad. I think it's going to be pretty good.
Me too.
Uh-huh. And those coyotes were just nuts. Did you hear them?
Yeah.
I mean, the whole time. Okay, so I just wandered like 15 feet from camp and I seen a sphagnum moss. I'm pretty sure it's sphagnum moss. I'm gonna look it up when I get home just so I know, you know. But I'm pretty sure this is sphagnum moss, and the reason why I can tell is because the moss has like, dude, this is a good cameraman. The moss has a, see how it's like kind of ripply? It's not like lumpy, it's kind of spiky all over the place. And this is good for, if you need water, you can find large amounts of this and squeeze it and get the water out of it. And it's clean because sphagnum moss contains small amounts of iodine, which purifies the water itself. So I just thought I'd show you guys that. And that stuff looks awesome, doesn't it? Oh yeah. So this water just started boiling. Mine already boiled. I got it poured right under there. It's just kind of sitting now. Might pour a little bit more in there. We also got our tins in there.
Take a look, Hector.
Charring some cloth. So you're gonna pour this hot water in there. Ooh. Nicely done. He's got some beefaroni. I got some chili dankness. And yes, we got the same bowls. We're actually gonna try to make a spoon right now. Either that or we're gonna have to drink what we got. So,
but we're gonna get a spoon. It's happening.
He's very determined to get a spoon. So I guess that's what we're gonna do. I don't know where we're gonna find the dry wood. I mean, it's so, all this stuff is so alive. Look at this beautiful graffiti. Wow. This has been here for years. I don't think people come out here anymore. Here's the cave. Me and my wife stayed down here before. That's why those blankets are here. I don't know why I left them. Right there, that little divot in the ground. I don't know if you can really see it. It's like right about there. When me and my wife stayed out here, we had our bed set up over that. And we heard little like chirp noises and found out it was a little hole with like 3 rabbits in it. 3 little baby rabbits. and that was really cool. We ended up 2 of them the next day. I think we came back or something, and 2 of them were gone. One of them came back and we caught him, and we were I don't know, I was holding him in my pocket because he was really cute. And he ended up getting away, but that's all right. He belongs out here anyways. They live all along that hillside. I've seen them leap across this little creek. I don't know what they eat. They might eat like all them little greens on the ground. I'd really like to know what those are, because if the rabbits are eating them, there's a chance that I could be eating them, but animals also can eat things that we can't. So there's some thistle over there too, but I'm good with the cattail roots. What's up? There's some trash. Good. Okay, I'm gonna use this dry dead piece right here for a spoon, so I'm gonna kind of baton this off. And I'm not big on batoning like logs, you know, but with this type of stuff and with a stout knife like this, I really don't mind. You know, it's got to be done. But yeah, when I see people batoning like huge logs, it's cool to see what the knife can take. We're right by an airport right now, so. Anyways, it's cool to see what a knife can take, but in a realistic situation, I wouldn't do that. All right, this is for my spoon. Isaiah's gonna go find one over here, getting his spoon ready. That's gonna be a little awkward, huh? Cutting that. Yeah. Hold it on the other side.
Okay, right there. I know. I'm just checking.
Oh.
Ow, man.
Whoa, that came at me.
In the face. Hitting you with stuff.
Nicely done. Now what you gonna do?
It's gonna be a weird spoon.
It's got a lot of knots. Still might be able to use it though. Here's my little piece I found. I still gotta cut this end off, and then I'm gonna. Hey, that'll make a legit spoon. Splitting it like that, you know? And we're just making a quick one, you know, because we're hungry, so.
I'm gonna kill this tree.
It's alright. Yeah, it's not split. Oh, it's because all the knots on it.
Yeah.
Well, you can have a big fat spoon.
I'll get it.
Hatchets come so in handy, dude. Look at all that work you're saving that with a knife it would have taken forever to do, you know.
Yeah.
Nice, you're gonna have a nice little curved spoon.
I'm not even gonna make mine like a bowl.
Just like a square.
I'm just making it flat, yeah, like round and flat, so I can just pick up a piece of my cattail, you know.
Okay.
Nice.
Do it.
So we are ready to eat stuff up.
This is my spoon. Platform is the furthest we can get.
We're not gonna make no divots. We're just trying to eat real quick. We're hungry. So.
Let's see.
And Isaiah, these are mature roots, so just eat it, dude.
Dude,
Not-
you spit yours out.
No, I didn't.
You did.
No, I did that. It was really stupid. All right, sit down.
Okay, ready?
Let's see you eat this. No.
I can't do it, dude. I can't. We gotta find something else that's edible.
Isaiah here is outdoorsman newbie.
Dude, it's way mushy, man. And taste. I mean, just taste. The texture isn't right.
Here, I'm gonna try to eat one. Okay. If you guys have ever eaten mature cattail roots, you know they're very fibrous, and there are definitely better foods out there.
Come on, eat it, eat it. Dude, I was trying so hard to eat mine, man. Well, you have to eat it just because, huh? You have to be the first one to eat one.
That's just the outside part, because it's so tough. Like, if you're gonna eat a cattail, you want to get the really young, tender roots, you know. And all parts of the cattail are edible. You can eat the leaves, the little husk top things. When they're young, you can boil those and eat them. Really good food. I mean, there's a lot out here, but it's wintertime, so it's all just old stuff. All right. We packed everything up. It's not raining like we expected, so we're gonna head home early. We're gonna do some things though, to probably look for some wild edibles around here and show you guys that. And I'm never eating old cattail roots again. That was sick. But you got to do what you got to do. So they're very edible. But if any of you guys out there have eaten a mature cattail root, it is I don't know, it's just the texture. The taste isn't too bad, but it's really it's like fibrous at first, and then the inner part of it is, you can swallow that, but then eventually, like, you're chewing on a piece of branch, you know, and it's not gonna go down. You're not gonna chew it up. So we're gonna head out of here, right? And we're gonna look for some edible plants on our way. There's some rabbit holes up in there. I don't know if you can see them. You can see them a little bit. There's like 3 or 4. Oh, there's another one down there by that fence post. They're everywhere. They own this area. So the cave is just past that last hump right there. We've walked this far so far. Hold on, Isaiah. Never mind, thought I seen dandelion. And dandelion, the leaves do stay during the winter. They're just not flowering. In fact, the other day I found the biggest look at all this thistle. The other day I found the biggest dandelion root I've ever seen. It was probably as big as one of them cattail roots. And I made some coffee out of it. And once you dry the roots out, they smell kind of like French fries, I think, like potato fries. But so yeah, we just we wanted to do a quick overnighter. We were gonna do a double overnighter, just, you know, just cause, but it's not necessary. We wanted to do kind of a stress test on ourselves, and, you know, hike up there at night. It was pretty tough getting. It was actually really tough
getting a fire started, shelter built, and in the night with everything soaking wet, you know. So that was definitely a challenge, but we did it, and we were able to procure food. Yeah, it was colder than we thought it was going to be. If we knew it was going to be that cold, we would have got lower to the ground. We would have made ourselves a lot more cozy. We probably would have been a little bit closer, even though we were pretty close. See, now you can start seeing some houses. And look at all that. That's all cattail, man. That little creek runs all the way up that. Another big old rabbit hole, you see that? And the reason why some of them are really big with piles of dirt on the outsides of them is because there's a lot of coyotes out here, and they'll dig down through them. So Isaiah's up there being Speedy Gonzalez. I wanted to do some little bit of preaching last night, but didn't really get the chance. I was so tired. I guess I can now. What I wanted to talk about was kind of my testimony. Growing up, you know, my family, we always went to church, you know, and they always talked about God and stuff, huh? Yeah, I know, but I mean like an average kid goes to church, you know, and once I got older, you know, about 14, I started smoking cigarettes and weed. I'm 21 now, and just less than a year ago, I ended up giving it all to Christ. I was smoking meth, I was smoking weed, I was smoking cigarettes, drinking, and don't tell me you can't quit none of that cold turkey, because I quit all of that in one night, and it was with the help of Christ. I feared him so much that I stopped, just like that. And also overnight, I stopped watching dirty videos and stuff. Stopped cursing. You know, I stopped lying. And don't even tell me, oh, everybody lies, because if that's what you think, you apparently don't know everybody, because I do not lie. Yes, everybody sins. Do I willfully sin? No.
Not everybody
Huh?
There's a difference between a sinner and a saint.
Yes, there is a huge difference between a sinner and a saint. Do not go around calling everybody a sinner, because Jesus never called his disciples sinners. Okay, they were considered saints. A sinner is somebody who willfully lives in sin and is constantly making that choice to sin. Less than a year ago, 6-7 months ago, I was a sinner. Now I've turned away from that. I've refrained from sinning, and it's all about Christ now, and the conviction of the Holy Spirit is what has been leading me. And every time I feel that conviction, you listen to that conviction, you know. So
Somebody, so I'm waiting for you to do.
yeah, we got some stuff to go through, so I'm gonna have to shut this off. But there's a ton of cattail right there in the summertime. Just on the other side of the cattail over there, there's a ton of stinging nettle.
The end or what?
Huh? Yeah, I'm gonna shut it off in a sec.
I mean,
Just kind of look around those houses. This is probably gonna be the last, so we're not gonna shoot another video. There's a lot of magpies and blackbirds and rabbits and pheasants down here. It's crazy. And coyotes. There was, I don't know what that was. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Oh, bunch of birds. I don't know what scared them all of a sudden. I hope you guys enjoyed it. again, this wasn't, I wouldn't call this an actual outing. I'm gonna call it that, but it's not, you know, we're not out in a very remote area. It's pretty remote though. I mean, you're definitely not gonna die and get stranded. I mean, if you look way up there, there's some houses on the hill, you know, pretty much just surrounded by farmland. And down there, I should have went up on the hill and showed you guys what everything looks like, but it's a pretty large area, and there's 2 creeks that converge and meet down there. And so I hope you guys enjoyed it. One thing about my preaching, if any of you guys have anything negative to say, just go ahead and leave it out, because Jesus tells us not to cast our pearls before swine and to kick the dust off our feet to an ignorant soul. And I am not gonna sit there and argue with anybody. If you have serious questions and you want to talk, I'm more than willing, and I would love to, you know, talk and answer any questions that I might be able to answer. But other than that, negative comments are going to be totally ignored. So God bless you all, praise the Lord, and we're out.